What's up, folks? So we're back to winterizing more machinery tonight. And today, this morning, this evening, happy midnight, happy 3 a.m. Whenever you're watching this one, we're talking all about the miter saw. Let's get to it.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, so did you guys know that you can support me for not spending a cent by hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing my videos? Doesn't cost you a cent, helps the algorithm see me a whole lot more, and it's totally free for you. It just takes 3 clicks. Just wanted to throw that out there. Thanks, bye.
All right, absolutely love miter saws. They can be quite dangerous. I've been I've not been cut, but they've thrown things at me a few times. I've had more flying objects off a miter saw than anything else. But whenever I'm going through it, again, I'm doing everything short of blowing it off because I don't want to make a mess tonight. So these have a lot more options. If you guys watch the table saw video, if it's not out yet, it should be soon. I was just going to show you guys how I get stuff ready for the winter. Then I decided, it'd be kind of nice to be able to show you guys actually all the features on them and just have a little dedicated video so people ever have questions I can refer back to. Yeah, check out this video. I actually talk all about miter saw or table saw or whatever it is you're asking about. Plus, I know I've done a few of these in the past, but I learn new things all the time. So, yeah. So, this way I can show you everything I know current date. So with these, it's nowhere near as in depth as the table saw. As always, before you do anything around the blade, make sure you have that plug. And if you're anything like me, I like to be able to see my plug when I'm working on things. So for this one, I like to actually bring it around, and this way, at a glance, I can always see my plug. Does this thing back up anymore? It does not. Okay. So first things first, this does have a relatively new blade, but I do like to actually take a paper towel and check at a few teeth. See if there's any resin buildup, anything that needs cleaned off. All right. Yeah, this one's still new. I don't need to worry about cleaning anything. So from here, again, I don't have anything but WD-40, and I do like a little bit of I like something on here. This one stays relatively clean, but I still like to, have a little extra help with the stuff gliding around on it. So I put way too much on. I know. But that also allows me to get all the little nooks and crannies cleaned out from sawdust. An easy way to see if you got any damage anywhere. I've never noticed that lever before. All right, so the power of a miter saw is its ability to cut any angle. The one I have going this way, I can get up to, I believe it's 45, 50 degrees going this way. Going the other way, I can hit 60. I can't currently because I got stuff in the back behind it. If I needed to, I would actually pick this whole thing up, bring it forward about a foot, set it down, and then continue to use it. But I don't need to do that very often. Usually I want things square. But this one also gives me, it's what's called a double bevel. So I can actually, where's it at? There's an adjustment somewhere. I forget where it's at. Oh, duh. No, okay. I remember where it's covered in sawdust. That's why I can't find it. So I'm going to bring you guys over to the side so you can actually see what's going on. All right. So these little guys here are bumpers. That's what stops it from actually going over. So this is actually past 45 degrees. That's a 45. So if I needed to cut a 45 and a 45, I can do it. The saw is more than capable. In order to release it, this little guy back here is the main screw that releases everything. I usually leave these closed up so it doesn't go too far. And if you don't want it 45, but you want it like 30, I think that's like 30 or 35 max. That way you can just drop it and let it go. This is also a sliding double bevel saw, so it actually does slide back and forth. So if you ever see me pull, cut, and then take it in, that's all it does. And then if you need to, you can also lock it in or out, because this will not, it's locked in there tight now. If you can make it move if you really want to, but you don't want to force stuff like this, because this is like a $700 saw with the stand, and I really don't want to have to buy another one. So that's pretty much all the adjustments on there. I do have a blade change wrench that's connected to it. I'm going to bring you guys back over here. Oh, one other thing on the back end first. Come on. One of my lights just turned on randomly. I think this is a dust collection tube. That's a bag that collects all your sawdust. But yeah, I really want to get this hooked into dust collection soon. But oh, that's where that is. So if you ever see people that like are using one of these to make a bowl or something, I didn't realize mine actually had the stop on it, but that's what that's for. So you can adjust this nut to adjust how far down it goes. So like if you need to cut a strip and you need a 1/4 inch of wood underneath it, you can actually set this. Let's get this ear centered a little better. You can set this screw here to get that done. Then if you don't want to, then if you just want to be able to take it all the way down, you just lift that up. Is there another one on the other side? There is not. All right, and we'll show you the locks on the other side. I'm heading over to this side, but I wanted to show you guys too real quick. Whenever you're adjusting, like right there, that red thing, you just line that up. There's a positive stop for 22.5, which is half of 45. There's another positive stop on the 0. But like if you want 5 degrees, you lock this down, and you really have to hit that thing to get it to move at all. That way I can cut any angle I ever could possibly need and still have it locked in. And I need to open the tripod up. I got a lot of blocks on the ground right under here, so. All right. No idea what the heck that's for. All right, but then the other locks that I tend to use a lot are, if you leave this one unlocked in the back, that little black knob I just showed you guys, you also have this as a lock. This disables the ability for it to move, and then if you have something that you need to be able to slide it on, you just reach over, cut that, grab the next one, pop that, and you have your full range of motion again. And the last safety lock I have is this little guy right here. It locks it so it won't actually lift. That way, if you're at a job site and you need to carry it somewhere and it's not attached to the stand, I'm hanging on to the carry handle so you can pick the whole thing up. I do like, when I'm not using it, just to pop it over like this and keep it down. It makes it a lot less likely to hang anything up on. And yeah. For the winterization, all I'm gonna do is run it outside and blow all this off. If you've seen somebody run a leaf blower, you know how to clean one of these. And yeah, that's the miter saw. Super simple. They're rock solid. Absolutely great for cross cuts. It allows me to process wood so much easier because I don't have to try to cross cut it on the table saw. For the record, my hand is directly over the miter saw. My table saw is right there. They're 90 degrees offset from each other, because if I'm using one, it's usually not too crazy that it's going to be going from the miter saw to the table saw. So I do try to keep them fairly close together because they are friends for sure. Just like I'm also looking at my jointer, which helps me put a 90-degree edge on things for a glue up. So like if I'm cutting cutting board wood, it goes from the miter saw. I'll put a table here. I've run it through. I put a table on the other side of my jointer. I carry everything to the other side of the jointer in 1 to 2 trips, because I don't like handling things twice if I don't have to. And then I bring this stuff back, put it on a table. And these are the kind of tables that I really like for out here. They open up in the middle if I need it, and then I can close them up if I'm working with something smaller. And they also have the ability to clamp if I put some things in there in the little holes, to be able to clamp things down. They're really nice. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where to get them inexpensively because I don't know where they're at anymore. Harbor Freight discontinued them, and I haven't seen anything since. If I find anything, I will absolutely grab it, test it, and let you guys know if it's any good. Yeah, but for these, that's pretty much it. I'm not doing anything with the jointer in this series because I literally just spray the bed, and that thing's been used so little. There's no buildup. It don't need it. Stuff still glides over it, so I'm not worrying about it for now. Like I say, the worst I would do is just hit it with a little WD-40 and buff it up like I did these 2 tables. And we're probably going to jump over to the bandsaw here in the very near future. I want to go through that thing, make sure and that's just hit it with a vacuum, pull any sawdust out, make sure the blade's still good. And I want to see what blades I have for it and if I need to grab any. And that particular stand, I'm debating if I want to make something to pop it in there to hold the extra blades and a handful of tools to make it easier to work with that thing. I'm debating on how I want to do it. If I want to try to build something wood in and then attach everything in there after it's in, but the stand is at a little bit of an angle, so it's doable. But I don't know if I want to get that fancy. I might just make something where I can just pop it in there and mount a milk crate to it and just throw everything in the milk crate, because those are great because all the sawdust falls through the bottom. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to say cat in the hat, that be that. And I will see you guys later. If you're still here, definitely let me know if you guys want to see anything specific for winterization, how I clean stuff up and get it ready to go, or if there's any questions, throw them down. I'm more than happy to answer anything, whether it's a comment or sometimes you never know, I'll give you a comment and put a video out for a priority for you on that if I have the time to get out here and get it recorded. So with that, I will say cat in the hat, that be that for the last time on this one. Be safe, keep making, have fun, show me what you guys are doing. Have a good one.